What's up, Bleacher Bums? CK in the house here. Going solo. Mr. Mighty Mark won't be with us for the NHL bets this afternoon, but that's okay. I will pass them on to you, and we'll continue our winning ways. We're acing everything that we're putting out there for you. Our percentage is extremely high. We're in the 70%. We're over 70% for props, 63 in games, 63% with the games, and we just keep rolling. We have them all on our Facebook page, Bleacher Bum Sportz with a Z. Check it out. All the results are there each and every day, and we just keep rolling. Loving every minute of it. NHL is not my favorite sport by far, but when it comes to numbers and trends and everything there has to do with breaking games down, I seem to be knocking it out of the park. And we will continue to do so tonight with a very small slate of games. Now, we're going to go we're getting plus money here, and I can't turn away from this regardless of the trends in this game. You're going to give me plus 135 for a Boston 2-goal win. I will take that all day long. Boston is they're the best right now. They're flying somewhat under the radar because of so many other teams being talked about, but Boston's just kind of going in and destroying teams. And St. Louis, this is a bad time for St. Louis to be playing them because Boston is just absolutely red hot. Now, St. Louis, though, is 4-1 straight up in its last 5 games when playing on the road versus Boston, and is also 4-1 against the spread in its last 5 games when playing on the road versus Boston. Now, Boston still enters this game at 10-2-0, which includes a record of 5-0-0 at home. So they are flawless at home. Now, St. Louis did win its first 3 games of the season, but since then has dropped 6 in regulation. The Blues' closest loss in that span was a 3-1 loss. Now, over that stretch, their opponents were mostly good, but not great. The Blues are a mess, and opponents are definitely taking advantage. The Bruins will be the best team that the Blues have played so far this season. They come at a very bad time for St. Louis, considering their current downward spiral. The Blues are not losing games in close competitive fashion. They are basically getting bullied out there on the ice. In their current 6-game losing streak, they have been outscored 30-10. In the Blues' last 4 games, they have allowed 6, 7, 5, and 5 goals. That goal prevention is 5th worst in the NHL, and their goal scoring is last in the NHL. Now, the outlook is bleak against this Bruin team tonight that leads the NHL in scoring at 4.17 goals per game, ranks 4th in the NHL in prevention at 2.5 goals allowed. This could very well be a bad slump that St. Louis is in, but until they get out of this funk that they are in, this just becomes an easy fade. We love saying that to teams that we're just kind of getting out. We're just fading them, getting them out of the way. Want nothing to do with them. A couple trends for Boston. As I said, they're 5-0 against the spread in its last 5 games, and 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games at home. So it just has great to bad. And you're going to give plus money to us with a nice 2-goal win from Boston. Take it all day long. That is, even though it's a small slate of games, that is by far the best bet on the board. I did throw a prop up there as a best bet. I do like Connor McDavid of Edmonton over 1.5 points. because he is on a quest to earn his fifth Art Ross trophy for the most points in the NHL. He is just hotter. He's hotter than hot, man. Now, he's won it back-to-back on two separate occasions, including the last two seasons. McDavid is certainly on pace to do so again as he leads the league with 25 points so far this season. Now, the Caps haven't been terrible in terms of goaltending, but just lost to a terrible Arizona Coyote team at home on Saturday night. Now, Arizona has been an Achilles heel for me when it comes to sports betting, and I'm just trying to stay away from them right now because every time I think they're down and out and I throw up a bet against them, it just comes out nasty. Arizona's just got some sort of kryptonite when it comes to me, so that's why you won't see many plays with Arizona on my board. They have a new goalie this season with Darcy Kemper, formerly of the Avalanche. With that in mind, it's worth taking a look at McDavid's matchups with the Avs last season. Now, he scored 3 points against them at the very end of the regular season last year and did so twice against them in the Western Conference Finals. McDavid remains a model of consistency as he hits this prop in 4 of his last 5 games. He should do so again with all eyes on this matchup tonight. This is going to be a game that I'm definitely going to be watching, very interested in. Big Oiler fan, always have been. Always loved Gretzky. It's just one of those teams that I've just kind of followed. Being from Hockey Town here in Detroit, you follow your Red Wings, but I always liked the Oilers, so definitely going to be checking out that game and Mr. McDavid to cover those over 1.5 points. I see him definitely having no problem getting that tonight, as that is my second best bet. Now, my third one, we're just going to simply take the Boston team total over 3.5 goals scored. I just got done talking about that matchup, and they're averaging just over 4 goals a game. They're a scoring machine, and the value is decent. You're gonna have to shop it around, but Bet Online right now has it minus 115. Just shop it around, see where you can get the best value, but that kind of falls into the spot that, of course, we want plus money. But for this type of bet, this team total is way too low, and I'll take it any day, minus 115. If you can find it better, jump on it. And then my fourth and final best bet, Edmonton and Washington. We just got done talking about Mr. McDavid, but we're going to take this game to the under 6.5. It's too high, but we're getting it at plus 105. Now, Washington has shown a strong goal prevention early on. Despite that, the Caps are under 500 because they just aren't producing any goals. The Capitals have allowed 3 or fewer goals in 6 straight games. With that, the total has gone under in 6 consecutive Capitals games. Now, Washington also lost 5 of those 6 matchups. That indicates that the Caps' goal prevention has not yet been able to make up for their lack of production. With those trends of decent goal prevention and lack of goal scoring, the under has been a great pick in any of Washington's games this season. Now, the Oilers obviously have one of the higher offensive ceilings in the NHL, thanks to the superstar Connor McDavid, who we just got done talking about. Now, he brings up everyone around him. Everybody around Connor, they all get up. They play well when he's out there on the ice. Now, but the Oilers are volatile. If he and the guys aren't producing, Edmonton's entire offense goes quiet. Now, the Oilers have scored 5 total goals across their last 2 games and have scored 3 or fewer goals in 6 of their 12 games. Washington's team strength and weaknesses matched up against Edmonton's overall gives them the under at plus money. It is an absolute, it's a killer value. Would not have thought that this. I mean, I know where they're going with most of the money being poured on the over in this, but these two teams right now at this time of the year are just not producing, and the trends are all saying that this game is going to definitely go under. I would be shocked to see it. I would almost think you're looking at it 3-2. 4-2 max, but I'm thinking it's going to be a 5-goal game, and it should come out about that. If it's lower, I wouldn't be shocked either. So let's jump on the under 6.5 goals for that game. Now, I do also have, and you will find them on my Facebook page, 4 of my best player and my 4 best player props. Other than my 4 best bets. These are like my runner-ups. These are ones that I really, really like, but didn't make my list of best of the night. I mean, we only got a 3-game slate, so it was, slim pickings. But the best one overall was Boston -1.5 over St. Louis. You can't go wrong with plus money. So jump on that one. If there's any bet you do tonight, in all sports, jump on this one. This one, I'm plus money. You can't beat it. Boston should win 5-3, 5-2, something like that, and then hit the over team total. So you could same game parlay that thing up. But that's definitely the best game on the board. All right. So those are your picks. I will see you tomorrow with some new NHL picks. Also, check out my NBA videos. And also, starting tomorrow, looks like the NCAA basketball is starting. And that is my number one. That's what I seem to do the best in, handicap in college basketball. So definitely check those videos out also. All right, have a great night. Bet safe, and we will see you tomorrow.